Thanks for attending this free training course, How to Do SEO at Home. I hope you're just as excited to be here as I am to have you here. So let's get started. What is SEO? In short, search engine optimization is the work that goes into a website so that it ranks on the first page of search engines like Google. Why is this important? This is a screenshot of a client's Google Analytics account that we work with. They're making $1,400 per month before they started with us and end up making $46,000 per month. Now keep in mind that this was over a 12-month period. We got them to the point where they were consistently generating leads on autopilot. So even if they do cancel with us, they'll be making $46,000 per month each and every month. Now I'm not going to promise you those type of results, but this is what's common for our clients. But since this is a learning video, I'm going to show you how you can implement the same strategies that we do. With some time and practice, I have no doubt that you'll be able to reach the exact same levels like this customer did. So let me introduce myself. I am Joe Delamora, the founder of SEO Fly. I've ran several 6- and 7-figure digital marketing agencies for the past 12 years. I'm also a competitive runner, hockey player, golfer, surfer, cyclist, and I'm in the process of getting my pilot's license. And there's my business partner, Brendan. He's a really smart guy. I trust him with my life, and as you can see, he trusts me with his, because he's in the back seat of the plane that I'm flying. And more about SEO Fly. We are an award-winning SEO agency located in Miami, Florida. We've helped hundreds of businesses scale to 6- and 7 figures. We've worked with businesses of all sizes, but our real success is found in the small to medium businesses. Those are the ones that have the most upside, in which we generate the greatest return on investment. So in this free training, I'm going to show why SEO provides the greatest return on investment by far, some tools that we use, both free and paid, the 3-pillar SEO framework and how to implement yourself, and then how to measure and scale results, how to go from 1 to 10, 10 to 100. It's really not that complicated. A lot of SEO providers will use technical jargon just to confuse the prospects, making it easier for them to sell, but SEO is really not rocket science, but it does take effort, and that's all. Now you might be thinking, free training, there's got to be some sort of catch, because nothing's truly free. And you're right. So what I'm going to show you is all the secrets of my SEO agency, absolutely everything we do to help businesses generate hundreds of leads on autopilot each month, and how to do it for yourself for free. But the catch is, if you decide you'd rather outsource the work to us, most likely because you don't have the time to do it yourself, then please consider using my agency, SEO Fly. Everything that I'll be revealing to you today is what we do in our $600 per month intro package. That's already a phenomenal deal. You won't find agencies offering anything less than $1,000 per month. That's why we've had so much success, because we offer an incredible package for an incredible price. But if you do decide you want to do this all yourself, great. But if you want us to do it for you, it's going to cost $600 per month, and I'll provide a link at the bottom of this video for you to get started if you're interested. Plus, if you stick around to the end of this video, I've got a bonus surprise for you. So please stick around for the entire thing. You already know that SEO is imperative for your business to grow. Worst case scenario, you'll learn how to implement some of these strategies that I've used to scale businesses to 5- and 6-figure months. You'll get all the knowledge and training for free. Importantly, please have a pen and paper handy, because it's going to be important for you to take notes along the way. There are some technical terms that I'll be using and key points for you to jot down that you don't want to be missed. Of all the potential traffic sources online, there's none bigger and more powerful than search engines. Search engines generate 50,000 searches per second, 5 billion per day, 2 trillion per year. A little more on the importance of SEO. Organic visitors make up a majority of website traffic. 84% of searchers skip paid ads and click on organic search results. 75% of clicks go to the first 3 results on a search page, and less than 10% of people ever scroll to page 2. That means if you aren't showing up on the first page of Google's search results, you're missing out on 80 to 90% of the traffic and leads that you could be getting. The more visible your business is online, the more potential customers you'll reach, and that is the value of SEO. Now, the difference between organic search versus paid search is simple. It's the cost. Organic search are free clicks. Paid ads are just that. You have to be paid. You have to pay to be seen on the first page of Google and get charged every time someone clicks on your links. The benefits of organic search is that once you're on the first page of Google, you have long-lasting results and essentially free leads indefinitely. But this is not an overnight solution. It usually takes some time to establish first page results, usually several months. It's basically proving to Google that you're legit by putting effort into your business, and they'll reward you with first page results. Whereas paid search gets you onto the first page immediately, which is great, the drawbacks are that you pay every time somebody clicks on your link, often $2 to $5 per click, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending what industry you're in. Also, it's common that competitors will click on your ads just to waste some of your money. It's a dirty tactic, but it happens. Also, once you stop spending, your links no longer show up on Google. Like everything these days, costs of ads have increased, but free clicks are still free. So many businesses have realized the importance of SEO. SEO leads are also most likely to convert. People tend to find ads pushy. We have something called cognitive bias with Google searches. Since we've all been using Google daily for the past 20 years, we've come to know and trust Google's judgment, right? Therefore, we trust the businesses that show up in organic search and consider them to be credible, which is why those clicks are more likely to result in a sale. Even though your business may provide a better product or service than the one showing up on the first page of Google, those are the businesses that are stealing all of the market share. So you've got to be showing up on the first page of Google, or else your business won't survive because no one will find you credible. Now let's get into the good stuff. How to do SEO for yourself. Start generating leads on autopilot for your business so that you can start replicating some of the results that I showed you on the previous slides. And your workdays can start looking like this guy's workdays. Lounging by the resort pool, just checking in on his business. That's the ultimate dream, right? There are two things that Google looks for when determining which websites rank on the first page of Google. The first is relevance. This has everything to do with what's on your website and Google seeing you are exactly who you say you are. If your website says you're a shoe company, Google wants to see that you sell shoes, not furniture, not books, not plumbing services, shoes. Google wants to make sure you are who you say you are so that they can give users the best search experience possible. This is often referred to as on-site SEO. The second is trust. A website's trust is determined by the number of other websites that link back to your website. These links, called backlinks, are like a vote of confidence from one website to another. It's a signal to Google that other people can vouch for and recommend your services and products. The more of these links you have, and the more relevant and trusted they are, the more trusted you will be too. This is often known as off-site SEO. Now let's get into keyword research. First step of any SEO campaign is keyword research. If Google's algorithm is the machine that drives results, keywords are the fuel that make it work. Generally speaking, ranking a website doesn't happen by accident. You must decide which terms you wish to rank for and then enact your plan. By the way, free tool alert, Google Keyword Planner. There are some paid tools that we use which are a bit more advanced, but Google Keyword Planner does 90% of what you need to effectively conduct your keyword research. Definitely take note of this one. I'll explain more in detail on the next slides how to use it. Here are a few additional things to keep in mind with keyword research. Keywords are not affected by capitalization. Words like of and and are not significant. Emojis and punctuations will break a phrase. Google associates similar terms or variations. Unique phrases are still able to be ranked for. Always start by doing a basic Google search. Don't forget that. When selecting keywords, don't just consider high volume keywords. Consider terms with buyer intent. For example, play board game is searched 1,000 times per month. Buy board game is searched 720 times per month. If you were selling board games, which one would you rather rank for? Really focus on the intent, not just the volume. Since keyword research is so critical to success, we recommend you make it an immediate priority. Here are some basic steps. Start by creating a spreadsheet and list out every possible idea. Start by using root keywords and wide topics, then add more ideas from there. Any keyword tool you use will help with ideas. Search volume is something that is provided by Google's free tools. Keep in mind that the competition column Google displays is shown for advertisers, not organic results. You can also get some indication as to the value of the term based on what advertisers are willing to pay, but the true value of your business will always be unique. So you can see top of page results, $6.83, that's on the low end, and top of page bid for on the high end is $24.94. That means that some advertisers are paying $24.94 per click to send somebody to their website. Now think about how that adds up if they're trying to capitalize on 4,400 searches per month. You can do the simple math. That gets pretty expensive quickly. To get more detailed analysis, you'll want to use a paid tool such as Moz. That's for organic as opposed to paid. Once you've chosen a primary phrase, add some detail to make the phrase longer and more specific. This is done by adding a niche or making the topic more specific. It is important to make sure that your long tail phrase still contains your primary phrase. Since Google's algorithm is smart enough to recognize similar phrases, it is often good to include a few variations of your primary keyword. This can be done by reordering or using synonyms. For example, variations of real estate agents could include agents for real estate or property agents. While you can do basic research using Google, if you want to dig a bit deeper, you need a professional tool. Moz is a great option for keyword research and all of your SEO needs. Plans start at $49 per month, but you're really going to need the standard plan if you want to accomplish much. This is $99 per month. Again, this is optional, but it will save you hours each month, and at some point you will need to put a dollar figure in your time. So $99 per month is definitely worth the investment. Now that we understand the essence of how search works, let's get into the specifics of increasing your rank. This is the 3-pillar SEO framework, which will be the most important part of your campaign being successful. So please take notes throughout these next slides. The first pillar is performance. The last thing Google wants to do is send their users to a website that failed to deliver. Here's what to focus on to make sure your website's performance is world-class. If you have an old-fashioned, clunky website or a rudimentary sales funnel with only one page, you might be wasting time and energy trying to optimize it. Get started by doing a quick speed check to see where you stand. One like this, you can see this is x.com and has a grade of 95%. Then we look at crawlability. It is essential that your website is laid out in a way that Google spiders can easily crawl all of your pages. This is done by creating a well-designed menu and making sure that your pages are linked in a strategic manner. You will also need to generate a sitemap and you manually submit it to Google. If you're using WordPress, this can be done with a plugin that will generate an XML file. Remember that Google's goal is to display their users the best possible results. One of the ways they determine this is by how long a user stays on your site after clicking a search result, making your experience sticky by making sure that people want to find what they want. If your website doesn't encourage people to stick around, they will bounce. Bounce rate is a ranking factor of Google, and if you have a high bounce rate, then your rankings will suffer. One of the most overlooked aspects of performance is ensuring that it works for all of your users. Accessibility is about making sure anyone, regardless of their handicap or challenges, can achieve the desired result. Now I want to talk about the second pillar in our framework, metadata. Metadata is the term used to describe all the information that Google reads from within your HTML code that is not readable by humans. We'll go into detail later about how this is done, but the primary metadata fields are page title, meta description, and meta keywords. Somewhere in between metadata and simple page text is how your text is formatted. In other words, not all words on your page carry the same weight. Most website CMS systems allow you to easily edit and format in multiple ways. Now that your site is performing well and easy to crawl, it's time to focus on what the spiders will find when crawling your pages. Here are the essential elements. Page text refers to the actual words on a page that can be read by users. Search engines read text in much the same way. While we will discuss content creation in more detail, some essential aspects include number of keywords, keyword frequency, keyword positioning, outbound links. Don't try to overstuff your content with keywords. Focus on writing natural content that will deliver value to the reader. Headers tell both the reader and Google what your page is about. Typically, H1 tag is reserved for the top of the page. It acts as the headline for your entire piece. You should only have one H1 title for each page. More than that, and you could confuse both readers and search engines. H2 headers are used most often. They break the content into smaller subsections. Think of H2s as the main points of your piece. If someone was just going to read these tags, they should have a good idea of how your article flows. H3s are less common, but they help you break subsections into smaller divisions. If you're writing about complicated material, it helps segment it into multiple times. Otherwise, it's harder for the reader to stay focused throughout the whole piece. And H4s are like subsections. Rare, but I'm sure you get the point. Next, let's talk about incoming links, also known as backlinks. Links are the single biggest way to boost your search engine rank. I cannot stress this enough. You need to have backlinks. Every link that your page receives is like getting a virtual vote in the eyes of Google. After I discuss the importance of links, I'm going to show you how to acquire them. And I'm also going to show you how to get rid of bad backlinks, which are hurting your performance. This is where the trust comes into play from Google's perspective. You need to have high quality backlinks pointing to your website. What I mean by that is you need to reach out to other website owners in the same industry as yours and ask them to put a link on their website that directs users to your website. These backlinks are like a vote of confidence from one website to another. Again, it's a signal to Google that other people can vouch for and recommend your products or services. The more of these links you have, the more credible, relevant links that you have, the more trusted you will be. You may be asking, why would another website owner do this? Well, it's usually a quid pro quo setup. You'd find a website owner that has an underperforming blog and tell them that you will write an article on their behalf. All you want in exchange is a simple backlink. And just like prospecting, you'll get some no's, you'll get some people ignoring you, but if you keep asking, you'll get some yeses, and that's what's really going to move the needle for your Google rankings. Link quality and link quantity. Both are important, but do not try to trick Google. I repeat, do not try to trick Google. We are all aware that Google knows our every move, so if you try to shortcut with SEO, they'll see that as dishonest or spammy, and you will pay the price. I'll get a bit more into that in a little bit. But remember, you need to build up the amount of links you have, but the quantity only matters if they're quality links as well. 10 high quality links are more valuable than 1,000 low quality links. Touching on that point a little bit more, if you have a basketball website that gets a backlink from a makeup blog, it's not all really relevant, but we'll give your website a small boost in rankings. But if your basketball site receives a backlink from a sports blog, then it's going to have a powerful effect on your site's rankings because the backlink is very relevant to your website. Similarly, Google likes seeing that you have high authority backlinks. A backlink from a major news publication is going to have a lot more credible than somebody's personal. This is the most important part of a successful SEO campaign, acquiring backlinks. We use a tool called SEMrush, which is the best all-around SEO tool out there. It starts at $139 per month. I'm trying to keep this training video as cost-effective as possible, but SEMrush is a must-have. I'll let you decide for yourself though. So here we use their link building tool, which automatically scans the internet for prospects. These are websites that are relevant to us and are authoritative. I cover both aspects that I discussed on the previous slides. It's up to us to scan this list and find email addresses of people who run these websites and ask for backlinks. What's great about this tool is that you can connect your email address directly to SEMrush and start emailing people within the software, which saves a ton of time. The goal is to make an offer to a website owner that's compelling enough for them to give you a backlink. Usually it's a written blog on their behalf. Now this is a generic screenshot, but this is exactly how a manual outreach campaign would look. You can start with a conversation like this. Maybe they'll write about you. Maybe you provide them with a pre-written article. The pre-written article could take up a lot of your time, but at least you're approaching them with some value out of the gate. Also, don't use AI to write blogs for you because, well, Google knows. Google knows all. Remember how I said don't try to trick Google? Far too often I see people buying thousands of backlinks on Fiverr only to find out later that this is a violation of Google's spam policy, and you will be penalized. As you can see here, I've screenshotted straight from Google's terms, their best practices for SEO. Don't try to buy backlinks. If you hear cheap SEO or fast SEO, run. Those are scams. They will always hurt your website more than they help. Google cannot be manipulated. They're a multi-trillion-dollar business, and I don't think they're going to be tricked by someone trying to buy some cheap backlinks from Fiverr. So don't even bother because it will put you in a worse situation. But bad backlinks do happen from time to time, even for good websites. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of them so you don't face penalties from Google. So bad backlinks and toxic backlinks can completely destroy your SEO efforts. To do this again, we're going to be using SEMrush. So this is one of our customers' websites that has a pretty healthy website, but I recently received a toxic backlink. And this happens, and it's something that SEO Fly is always monitoring. So what you're going to do is you're going to find those backlinks and you're going to export that list of bad backlinks to a CSV file. And then you're going to upload the list to Google Search Console so that Google now knows that you don't want to be associated with these bad backlinks and that you had nothing to do with them. So basically it's just going to ignore them, so it's not a credible backlink to your profile at all. I often get this question, how long does SEO take, which is an important question, and these are the expectations that we set for most of our customers. Often it depends on how much competition is out there, but if you're putting in the work every day, you should expect to see results in about 6 to 9 months. I've seen first page results after 3 months and certainly after 4 and 5, but to be safe, if you do everything we talked about, you'll start seeing heavy volume of traffic and leads pouring into your site after about 6 months. Yeah, it takes a bit of time and effort and patience, but it's better than spending thousands of dollars every month on ads. And now I'm going to go over a few SEO reporting tools. Now these are tools that we also use, and I think will be great for you to use. I'm going to say, which ones I think are best and which ones I recommend, and if you do need some of them or not. The first one we talked about, actually we didn't talk about this one, is Google Analytics. This shows all the back-end data of your website. Very customizable. You can track conversions in Google Analytics. I use Google Analytics. It's a great tool. And it's free, which is the best part. Very robust tool that all you need is a code to get connected to your website, and it reads all the data and shows you live data from your website. Next is Ahrefs, which is very popular among SEO professionals. It starts at $129 per month. Great tool. I can't say anything bad about it. I do prefer SEMrush because it does have more advanced tools, but this is also a great one, and it's I think $10 cheaper. So you save yourself a few bucks if you're looking to get a tool like Ahrefs or SEMrush. Next is Screaming Frog. It's really good for keyword research, and you pay an annual subscription, $259 per year. Another popular one that I recommend, but it's maybe not necessary if you are going to be using SEMrush or Moz or another tool. Next, like I said, Moz. You gotta have Moz. This is great for keyword research, and it's only $99 per month, which isn't bad compared to some of the other ones I showed you. But you do want the standard version. I think I showed you 4 packages on the previous slide. This is the one that you want to go with. I saved the best for last, SEMrush. I love this tool and I use it every day. All the other ones are great, but this is my personal favorite because it has many features, great integrations, it's fast, and will run scheduled reports in the background, which saves me a ton of time. And I'm not affiliated in any way with SEMrush, but I do promote them because I use it for my agency. I think they're great, and I think it'd be great for you too. Anybody who's deciding to do their own SEO campaign, you've got to be using SEMrush, 1000%. We have our own reporting software, which gives our clients the ability to track keywords. You get an overview of your campaign with all the keywords that we're tracking for you. This is included in every package that we offer, from our $600 per month package, which I explained at the start of this presentation, and then up to the $5,000 per month package. Everyone gets this dashboard, so it's great, it's intuitive. Our reporting tool integrates with Google Analytics, so you get to see all your stats, like the volume of traffic, where they're coming from, what city, which pages they're visiting most. You also get to view our work history, which is key. Many SEO providers will say they're doing tasks, but there isn't much accountability. As you can see, I've been pretty transparent in this video, and I'm also that way with my agency. You know exactly what you're getting for when you pay for our service. And you also get to see local listings within your dashboard. So you get all these directories like Yelp or Yellow Pages, Google Maps, Apple Maps. There's lots. There's hundreds, maybe thousands of high authority links that can be acquired, just through local listings. Many are no follow links, so some of them don't actually provide SEO value, but it's good to have these because they take up a little bit more space when somebody on Google search, when somebody's searching for your business. So it's always helpful to have these local listings, and some of them do have credible backlinks, so it's important to have this feature included as well. Now I want to do a quick recap of everything we've discussed so far. There are 2 trillion searches per year. Remember I said that in one of the first slides? So this is where you need to be. You need to get your hands on some of that action. SEO is the way to do it because it's the highest return on investment, period. So you always need to think about relevance and trust in everything you do throughout your SEO campaign. Make sure that your site is relevant to your business and do what you say you do. Don't try to be the jack of all trades. That's just going to confuse Google and your audience. And trust. Build up trust over time with Google by building up credible backlinks. Do your keyword research. You can use Google's free keyword planner to do this, and this will be the foundation of your SEO efforts. And remember the 3-pillar SEO framework: performance of your website, especially speed; metadata and content. Google needs the front end and back end of your site to look good and be legible; and inbound links. This is the magic sauce. Keep building those links. If you don't build links, then the rest of your efforts have gone to waste. It's like buying a nice car and not putting gas in it. Backlinks are essential. And invest in a good reporting tool. You might need one tool for reporting and another for keyword research, so I'd say that you should expect to pay about $200 to $250 per month for decent software, and that'll pay for itself in the hours that they free up for you. So there you have it. You've got all the knowledge, resource, and even tools to run your own SEO campaign. Even though the tools are going to cost you about $250, but you still have those at your disposal. Use them as you like. But my shameless plug that I want to throw out there, as I said I would at the start of the video, you can use all the tools and knowledge that I've given you today to do your own SEO campaign. But if you want to do it for yourself, we offer our $600 per month intro package. There's a link at the bottom to get started. So with that, you get 1 target keyword page, 2 main keywords, 5 halo keywords, basically everything you see on the left side here. And I did tell you that if you stuck around to the end, we have a special offer. And when I told my business partner Brandon about this offer, he rolled his eyes and literally said, "That's insane." So I laughed when he said that's insane, and I'm gonna roll with that theme and stick with the insanity that is this offer. So what we're gonna do is use the code INSANE50, add it below, and receive 50% off this intro package. And that's not just a one-time. That's not just off the first month. That's this month, next month, next month, next month, for the next 10 years, however long you want to be a customer, 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, 5 months. Use INSANE50 and receive 50% off this intro package for the lifetime of you being a customer. You're never going to find a deal this good. And if that's not good enough, we're adding one more thing. We're going to give you a bonus 1 free month of service, a value of $600. So between the $300 that you're saving today on the 50% off coupon, plus another $600 in value of a free month of service, you've got $900 there go in savings. So I know that starting a business and running business is expensive, so let that be my gift to you. Please go spend that extra money on something valuable towards your business. And if this sounds like something that you want, let's get started today. I'd love to grow with you, and look forward to seeing you on the other side.